Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel of GatheredPlans. Forgive me, I am at our Airbnb. It's actually our last day here on vacation, and I'm trying to be quiet while Greg still sleeps. So I had a chance to edit this plan with me, thankfully. This is a kit from The Giving Girl. It's called a Queen, but I made a joke on Instagram, not a joke, like a pun, that it should be called Holo-QUEEN, because it's a play on Halloween, but then Alicia did it even better and she put Holo for the foil color and then Queen. So just wanted to give credit to Alicia there because that was a really great pun. She made my pun even better. But yeah, anyways, this is from The Giving Girl. I'm pulling in a ton of extras from Sadie Stickers. I think I have some stuff from Honey Inked, and I think that's pretty much all of the add-on like Halloween items I have. I did pair silver with this kit just because I don't have a lot of holo in my collection, and I'm pretty sure I since got rid of all the holo, or the little bit of holo I had in my collection, just because I don't use it frequently at all. And it's not really my favorite foil color, but I do know there are a lot of holo lovers there. I think holo is incredibly pretty. I think it's just for the reason it's not one of my favorites is because it's so hard to film, and you can barely see it on camera. As you can see here, like I can't even tell there were hollow lines on that top washi strip, so I mean on the camera at least. And yeah, so I went ahead and covered that with one of the spider web trims and added some florals. I thought this was a pretty way to get that light purple color in the background while still having some extra decorated elements. Sorry, still trying to wake up here. Anyways, this kit, like I said, is called Queen. I do have a code for The Giving Girl. It's Rachel10 for 10% off. And I currently have a fall-inspired freebie with her, so definitely check that out. And it really means the world to me. Whenever you guys use my code, I do get like emails saying someone used your your affiliate PR code or something like that, and it means everything. I think it's just really just reassuring and kind and sweet that you guys are watching my videos and supporting not just me but also the shops that I share. And this is like why a big part of why I do this also. I think it's just spreading the love and the support, and it's really cool. So here I'm pulling in some extra spider webs from last year's Halloween $2 Tuesdays from Sadie Stickers. That's why some of them are on glossy paper versus the transparent matte. And personally, I'm going to use everything I have, regardless if it's on glossy paper. I just don't want to go to waste. And even though it doesn't look the best, like it doesn't kind of like melt into the paper like transparent matte would, I still don't mind it so much. But I'm obsessed with those spider webs that kind of curve, or as Lauren would say, the flow is really good. I don't know how to describe it. They definitely look like authentic spider webs, like what a true spider web would look like in real life versus, I guess, just like a drawn one in a graphic, if that makes, I have no idea if I'm making any sense, but I just really like them because I think they look like realistic spider webs, and they're not like a perfect circle, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with those either. I just think the variety and mixing them up together looks really good. And this plan with me truly solidified why I love planning. I've been kind of in like a planner rut and just kind of in autopilot, to be honest with you. And I know like I probably have a style, and I've just been doing kind of the same things with a different kit. That happens, and it's what I love, it's what I enjoy, and it's my current style, so I'm gonna do that. But I think this really reassured why I enjoy this, because planning with seasonal stickers is just so fun with all of the extra elements you can pull in. It was just so much fun to plan. Like the bottom washi section was so exciting, and normally like at the bottom washi I'm like, I'm just putting down bottom washi, whatever. But then this time I was having a blast. I shared it over on Instagram, I made some reels, and it just solidified, like why I love this. And even though I have moments where I feel burnt out or I'm not inspired to be creative, or just it just feels a little bit mundane and like I'm an autopilot sometimes, I think moments like this really reassure why I keep coming back to this hobby. Let me know if you can relate below. I've heard other planners talk about this where they have moments and seasons where they're just not in it or not in the mood. For me, summer is that. I think maybe after my first 3 spreads of summer, I was just kind of over it. I think I still have like 2 weeks I want to plan, because I was really excited to use 2 kits that I still haven't, done, but I did want to jump ahead and plan in the season, which is fall. And here we are, doing a Halloween spread. I do have one more Halloween spread for the official week of Halloween. I'm going to be using the Sadie Stickers Halloween kit, but I wanted to do 2 Halloween spreads this year just because they're so fun. I feel like I have all these extra elements. I don't want to just use it for one spread, whereas like for fall, you might want to make your leaves and, fall elements last you longer through the whole season, where for, Halloween, you're going to use it one time. So I try to be very smart with what I picked up. Like, I only got silver just because the 2 spreads or the 2 kits I was using this year, one was in hollow and one's in silver. So it just made sense to just get one because I have no idea what foil color I'll be using for next year and the following year, etc. And trends are constantly changing. So I am trying to be so much more mindful of what I'm shopping and only getting what I need, and I'm sure I'm going to use. I'm just kind of in that place right now in my whole planning journey where I'm trying to be more minimal in how I shop and what I get, and shopping my stash. I feel like I've always kind of shopped my stash, but I really have taken the time to destash things I know I'm not going to use and that have just been kind of sitting there. I definitely have some that are like collectibles. There are a lot of Jackson Pepper kits I am collecting just because her shop hasn't been opened and I'm not sure if she's going to open again, and I just really love her style, and they're very nostalgic for me because she is one of the first shops I bought kits from religiously when I first joined this community, and I just want to have them and just collect them because they're just beautiful and they just are super reminiscent of my journey where I started and some of the first shops that I ever loved and things like that. So Lena, if you're watching this, I know you're so busy, but if you are, hi, I miss you and I hope that you're doing well. But okay, so here I'm just putting down the foundation. I tried to make this video faster, but this is probably the longest plan with me I've had in a while. That's not a talk through. And probably because at the end I do a little bit of a talk through snippet, just explaining like the giveaway and a little bit of my thought process of the arrangement of the stickers. So the filter I used over on Instagram is like a Halloween filter, so it made the purples look more black than they are. And I actually did a reel where it did a transition from like the from one filter to like the true colors, and I really enjoyed doing that. I thought that was really cool. I just wanted to have like a Halloweeny vibe, which is, perfect because using a filter is really great for that. You don't have to do like any editing, lighting work. It's just really cool. So again, had a blast using all of the spiders, the accents, the spider webs. Like it was so fun. And for me, I feel like spreads like this where you can just go crazy, and even if it's not perfect and neat, it's going to look good. And I think that's kind of why I enjoyed this, because it was just throw everything everywhere and it's still going to look super pretty. Of course, I had like a method to my madness, right? Like I was intentional about placement and things like that. Here I am making a reel. I just wanted to include this so you can kind of see the whole process and the reality of what happens. Even though I'm filming from up top with my bigger camera for YouTube, I'm oftentimes stopping that to go ahead and do a reel and whatever. But in this case, I did keep the camera running and rolling. And sometimes I'll do that if I'm going to keep filming right after and just save the video I did for Instagram. But just so you know, this is what people do, and this is the reality of making content and social media. If you are already familiar, but it is tedious. There's a lot that goes into it. It is so time consuming, and it may seem like nowadays, when I see, I'm going all over the place here, I'm so sorry, but nowadays when I see people on their phones, I'm not just like, oh, that person's just scrolling through social media, which they probably are, right? But people that I know that are like filming things, or I see them actually filming a video or taking a picture, I now have a different mindset where I'm like, that person might have a business. That person might be a content creator or quote unquote an influencer, or they're probably doing marketing and promotion, because it is no longer just like for social media anymore. It is, and just for like a personal thing. It is, I'm sure, related to promotion and marketing and work, just because we do a lot on our phones and social media is a big part of that. So anyways, I just wanted to go down a random lane there, I guess. So yeah, I feel like the day cover section was not my favorite. I tried my best to pull in a lot of the clip art elements, and it just wasn't my favorite. It felt a little bit busy, but I think naturally that's gonna happen when you have like different shapes and you're trying to include different clip art pieces and things like that. Hey Jace. So anyways, but I think it still turned out really pretty. It just wasn't my favorite is all I'm saying. I think the bottom washi section was definitely more my fave. You can probably hear Jace walking around in the background. So I really loved pulling in transparent matte florals, and I like the Given Girls because they are so saturated and it doesn't even look super different from the florals on white paper. It also depends on like what colors you're getting from any shop, of course. I've only used them from the Given Girl so far that I can recall, but I really do enjoy using them, and they're very forgiving to lift up, to decorate icons with, and it gives a little bit of versatility using transparent matte paper versus using white paper because it's distinct and it kind of melts into the sheets. So I really do like that. So having that as an option, I recommend if you do want to play around with the variety and saturation, paper type, and things like that, you can totally get like one deco sheet on white paper, then one on transparent matte paper. It gives you the variety for the week, and it's just really pretty. I used to go to town when floral was trending, and there are so many floral deco add-ons and things like that, which there still are. Um, and I used to get like 3 or 4 sheets, and now I'm to the point where I'm pretty fine with just 2 floral sheets. And I think a lot of that reason has to do with the journaling add-ons that are coming to shops, and a lot of them have florals. So I recommend really just looking at every single page of the kit that you're purchasing. You might already do this, but I'm just, giving a suggestion for anybody that might be new that's watching this video, or just is curious about my strategy. I don't know, but I try to look at every single page and really count like how many florals are on these journaling add-ons, or just any add-ons for that matter. And if there's enough to make like 1 full quarter sheet or even half, that helps me determine how many other add-ons I'm going to get. I've said this before, but I look at the whole anatomy of like a sticker sheet and what's offered. I know that sounds silly, but I know not everybody can buy multiple sheets and get a deluxe kit, and you're only using it 1 time, maybe 2 times. So definitely take advantage of the add-ons and see what's on there, because you can absolutely get away with, I think, fewer deco sheets now. I mean, also I think that is a nod to my style and how it's kind of transitioning and changing. I love florals and I always will, but I'm kind of, I don't want to say getting tired. I'm kind of, I really am like in need of a different kind of decorative element, and that's why I think the clip art pieces and the larger journaling pieces are starting to be really cool and fun to plan with, because they're different, and hence why I did the plaid layering with all those line dividers, and then now it's in the Gathered Layers collection with Panda Bear design. I just want a little bit of variety versus just florals everywhere and even icons everywhere. So just switching it up and alternating, I think it really does like add to the flow and the look of an entire spread, at least for my style. I like to say I want to keep trying to be not more minimal, but trying to leave a little bit more white space. But obviously with this spread, I didn't do that because it's, Halloween and I just wanted to go crazy. But I think that's attributing to why I'm getting maybe just like 2 floral sheets now, because I don't want to put so many florals in every single section and make it too busy. I'm trying to be mindful of the white space that I have. But anyways, this spread is obviously not an example, not a good example, because it's really chaotic and busy, because 1, this is a deluxe kit and it's Halloween and I really just wanted to use everything I had and go crazy. But I don't have my planner with me and I didn't bring it for vacation, so forgive me, I'll just read off of the screen if I can remember. On Monday, I took 2 walks with Jace. Red had a sushi bowl, and then we watched House of Dragon. Really sad that that show is done, at least for now, waiting for season 2. On Tuesday, Had 2 meetings. I'm pretty sure I cuddled Jace is what I had on there. I took a nap, did some reading, and then I had therapy. I loved using those 2 phone icons from Crafts by Towie. It's one icon, but they're 2 phones together with a heart. I do therapy with BetterHelp over the phone, so it's perfect. On Wednesday, I had 1 meeting. I really liked just using the script and layering the like post stamps. I think those are really, really pretty. I am obsessed with using those postage stamps from Kit's journaling or Shop's journaling add-ons. They're so pretty and fun to plan with, and if you have scripts, this is totally a cute way to use them. And I might not have foiled scripts for every single word or phrase I have, and you'll see at the end of the week I actually tried to mark like YouTube binge, and I layered it over like a pretty busy box, and it's just black foil, like not foil, it's just black ink because I don't really get regular sayings in foil, just black, and it didn't pop very well. So it is what it is. I still used it, but I was kind of in that moment I was like, oh, I wish I had like a foiled version of this. That's okay. That's okay. Also on Monday I did cardio and trained legs, and then Greg baked brownies. Those brownies were actually really good. Probably the best he's made, and it's just a box of brownies, but you know, box mix. Okay, so on Wednesday I had 1 meeting, like I said, took Jace on 2 walks, and did some reading, and then we grabbed takeout that night. So I pulled in some dot dividers or a dot washi from Sadie Stickers. I think it was Sadie Stickers. Yeah, and then I just put that at the bottom and trimmed it up. So sorry, I don't have my planner to really reference here, so I'm just gonna wait till I put some things down. Also, my date scripts are from Sadie Stickers, and a lot of the accents I'm really pulling in from different shops, whether it's Sadie Stickers, Honey Inked, Miss and Meow, or the Pretty Pink Co. They're from everywhere. It just depends on like what's nearest me, or like, not, gosh, that was not English. What's the closest to me, and whatever kind of sizing and variety I'm looking for. I don't know. It's kind of random. I don't really have like a reason why I do what I do sometimes. But yeah, okay. I did cut up a lot of individual dots because I'm low on them in silver. So I cut up the 2 dots from Sadie Stickers and just made them, you know, 1, but that was quite tedious. I forgot how tedious that was. I started getting spoiled when shops created individual dots, but I think Sadie Stickers is the only one that offers like full sheets of them, so definitely check her out if you're interested. I'm pulling in the extra torn like circle, and I just like the color. I've been trying to add a pop of that black throughout. It's like I don't know if it's really black, it's just like a really, really deep purple black. I don't know, but I'm pulling that in because I liked having that dark color throughout. There was this like peach color and peach pink color, light purple, and like a dark purple, like a medium purple, and then of course these like black purples throughout. Lots of colors there, I know. Sorry. Took Jace on a walk this day. Oh no, what happened? Let me go back to the top. I can't remember what happened this day. Goodness, I marked something at the top. Oh, this is what I was trying to say. So this is super random. I probably didn't talk about it before because one, I was really sad about it, upset, embarrassed, all of the works, but this is reality, right? I did not pass my exam the first time. It was actually very hard to accept. It was actually the first proper test I've taken since college, so that was a long time ago for me. I'm not that old, but I feel like I am sometimes. But, you know, thankfully I was able to take it again and study some more, figure out what I did wrong, and this was actually kind of crazy because I was talking to Greg about like what I wanted to score on it, and just like envisioning it, you know, if you believe in manifestation or just envisioning things. Like for me, like when I used to play sports and dance and perform, I would actually vision myself doing something, and putting yourself in that situation and meditating on it is actually it actually works personally, I think, in my experience, at least when I've done sports and performances. Like that's something I know a lot of people do talk about, but it can work in regular situations of you taking a test or doing a speech or whatever it is that you do. But I went ahead and one, I cried because I was mad when I didn't pass it the first time, like purely just out of frustration. I actually cry when I'm upset and mad, like pissed off. Like that's really when the waterworks come out. But anyways, this is so random, and I'm cringing because Greg is in like the other room probably listening to me right now, but it's fine. And it's always awkward talking to yourself. But anyways, so like I said, I didn't pass the first time. I was very upset about it, and I just dealt with it, which is kind of hard to sit in your own crap sometimes. But it's a big thing I learned as an adult, you know, sit in your own crap. I won't say the S word, but you know, really just trying to deal with it and accept it. It didn't help my anxiety and stress, of course, because now it was like I have to go again and study some more, and my anxiety was getting worse and all that stuff. I get really bad test anxiety, and I've never been the best test taker. Like, that's just a reality. I would always overthink, and just like in school, throughout school, I've always had to be the person that studied even more or had to try harder because it just didn't come naturally to me to be a good test taker. And like Greg, he is phenomenal. Like, this guy freaking does trivia for fun. Literally, we are doing trivia at our Airbnb on the TV, and I was like failing miserably. I think I got one question right out of 20. He was getting like 18 right. I'm like, okay, this is fine. I'm just kidding. That's trivia, right? Obviously, I didn't study for that, or they're just random things. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you failed once or twice or a third time, just keep going and trying. Believe in yourself. Try to envision it, study, put in the work. I think the first time I was over optimistic. Like, I was like, oh, is that even a word? I was too optimistic. I was like, I got this. It's not that big of a deal. And I was humbled really quickly because I really should have done more, or probably not just relied on the course I was taking, but maybe looked outside of that, done extra research, exhausted other resources, things like that. And I did that more the second time, and I just, you know, I just studied so much more, and I was testing myself and quizzing myself, and like I said, envisioning it and trying to be more calm and meditating on it. I really want to thank Jess too. Jess, Tay, and Alicia, they have been like my rocks through this, and it was hard. It's a very humbling experience, but you know, I passed the second time, and what's crazy, and this is the point I was trying to make, is I was actually meditating and like thinking on like what I wanted to score, and I got that exact score. Like, I thought that was kind of wild. And it's one of those tests where it's not a lot of questions, so if you mess up on like just a few, you're already screwed, you know. So I just this is so awkward for me, but I am it was a great day. I was very, very relieved and happy. My new Christmas tree came in. I think we had a 6-foot Christmas tree in our previous house, and even like the first 2 years living in our newer house. But I went ahead and I got a 9-foot tree. It was on sale, and I haven't opened it yet, so I'm gonna open it soon. But it's really pretty, and it's a lot more like minimal and simple. So I think it's pretty classic, where I'm trying to be more mindful of like things I buy like that, where I want it to be something I know I can use or dress up in any fashion depending on the trends and the styles that are happening, and just like make it work versus buying something that's like super, super specific. Because my current tree that I have has like the fake snow, and I love those trees, and I still will always love mine. I'm going to just put it in a room that's not as vaulted, because it did look a little teeny weeny like in my living area that's vaulted, and I was like, this looks so small, this 6-foot tree. So I was like, okay, I went ahead and bought a 9-foot tree, and I'm hopeful that it's gonna look even more grand in that area, because it just kind of was like awkward putting like a regular sized tree in a vaulted room. It makes it look even smaller. So, but anyways, I'm really thankful to even be able to have that and have the ability to get those nice things. It's definitely a luxury, but I'm excited that we have a new tree, and we'll have one in the like dining living area, and then another one in like the reading room, or like, I don't know, it's like a little hallway. I don't know how to describe it, but I have a pretty open concept home, so I feel like it's all one room at the end of the day, to be honest with you. Yeah, I totally talked through everything. By the way, I rewatched Miss Congeniality. It's been forever, but I love that movie. I was able to recite like every single line, and the beginning with the girl and like the boy fight in the playground was so nostalgic for me. Such a good movie. Definitely recommend going back and watching movies and like from like the 2000s. So worth it. Like early 2000s, I mean. When did that movie come out? Was it 2000? Let me look it up. Miss Congeniality. Oh, that was it was a 2000 film. 2000, guys. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Anyways, such a good movie. Stop. Sorry. I asked Greg if he wanted to do the last part of this voiceover, because I was editing my voiceover, so it shortened the whole clip. And now I have to kind of fill the space. And he goes, what'd you say?
I said, hey, it's your girl, GatheredPlans.
You're so annoying and funny. Okay, anyways. On Sunday, I filmed a plan with me, took Jace on 2 walks, and one of my closest friends came over this day. We just hung out and chatted She brought sushi, which is really sweet. She was congratulating me on passing my test because she knew how stressed I was. She's one of my best friends. She's amazing. So she actually came over so we could watch Where the Crawdads Sing. She waited for me to finish the book because she's read the book a while ago. So we wanted to watch it together. And yeah, honestly, I think I'll talk about my opinions on the movie in another Plan with Me. But let me know your thoughts below because I would love to start a conversation about that and just hear what you guys think. But anyways, I'm going to transition over to real life talking Rachel now. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon. Alright guys, so looking at this overall spread, I'm kind of bummed out that I mostly have these two purple boxes on the left side of the spread. I wish I would have pulled in maybe another full box, but this one was a little bit too dark, and I feel like I didn't really have too many boxes. Well, actually I did. I just did a terrible job at spreading it out and spreading the love, mostly because my planner is folded or, you know, on one side. So, you know, it's fine. I also kind of rushed the second half so I could just hurry up and get this Plan with Me finished so I can start editing it and getting it live on my channel. I've also been trying really hard to catch up on my Plan with Me's, but I feel like I'm going to be behind for a long time, and I have like a vacation planned this week. So who knows what's going to happen. I'm going to try to pump out a ton of Plan with Me's, or actually plan them and film them, so that way when I have downtime on my trip, I can go ahead and edit my Plan with Me's. I do plan on bringing my laptop and my memory card and all that good stuff, but looking at the spread overall, I feel like I should have done a better job at maybe dispersing the purple full boxes on the second half. That way it looks a little bit more cohesive, because I definitely think the pinks are on this side and then the purples are on this side. So I don't know. I think overall it looks good. This is just a very bold full box, so I think that's what just stands out naturally, and I did try to put it in the center. I should have put it here. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to switch the two. I'll probably do that afterwards. But this is going to be a giveaway. I have so many sheets. This is insane. I have so many sheets of leftovers, and as you can see here, I have transparent and white deco, and I just have so much left over. So this is going to be a giveaway, and I guess the only thing I would probably say to enter is just comment below giveaway your Instagram handle. Do not add the @ symbol because YouTube does remove that. Also, if you're comfortable with putting your email address, go ahead and please do that as well. And I just need a way to get a hold of you if you are not responsive over on YouTube. But giveaway, comment your Instagram handle and or your email address, and then also comment what you did for Halloween this year, if you did anything at all, however you celebrated, or if you just handed out candy, and whatever other details you'd like to share. That's totally cool with me. And here are the leftovers. I have so much, and even the spaces up here, there are extra boxes and dividers, all that good stuff. I almost forget that they're there, but this is a massive kit. As you can see, I have so much left over, and I'm sure someone could use this, and it's also in holo foil. I went ahead and paired it with silver naturally just because I don't have a lot of holo in my collection, and I felt like this was a pretty good, you know, match. I think silver and holo looks good naturally. I was so excited to use a ton of the spider elements. I feel like my second half is so busy because I had a lot of fun plans towards the end of the week. When I say fun, I mean like more than I normally do because I'm pretty much a homebody. But anyways, with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch this box to this one, so it's a little bit more balanced. I think that will look better. But I really hope that you enjoyed watching this. Again, if you want to enter the giveaway, go ahead and comment below. You must be in the US or just have a US post box or something like that. And I think I'll have this up for maybe a week. And yeah, again, all the details will be in the description bar below. So if you're interested in entering the giveaway, please do so. It is a massive set of leftovers. I think someone can totally do a full spread with this, with the exception of maybe like full boxes, but there are so many like journaling elements and clip art that you can totally make a full box out of if you'd like. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed. Talk to you later. Bye.